Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Christian. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, good day. Whenever you are seeing this, I hope you are good. So today guys, we're going to be doing a beautiful pick a card reading for this new moon in Virgo. So we have a new moon in Virgo on September 14th. This new moon is taking place while 6 planets are in retrograde. So this new moon is going to be definitely using those look in the past, look behind you, reflect on it type of energy, which is great because we know a new moon is a time to set new intention, manifest, bring about new beginnings, new paths, new transformation in your life. So having the benefit of knowing what you need to do differently, having the benefit to have those mistakes from the past kind of come back into your memory, being able to reflect differently, have a different perspective, and just understanding when we're moving forward how to not make the same mistake twice, how to use those things from the past to kind of give us wisdom versus, make us be resentful about a new beginning or have a lot of fear come over us when it comes time to do something new because we're just not really sure how it's going to turn out because of things that we experienced in the past. So I really think this new moon in Virgo is a really, really powerful time for us, especially with eclipse season. Eclipse season caught me off guard last year, but this year I feel I've been riding the wave of everything we've been experiencing kind of right along with it. I feel like I've been more aware of what's been going on. So as we step into eclipse season, I think this new moon is perfect to give you new perspective, new insight, and just a new overall mindset about the things from the past, like the stuff that you felt was so embarrassing, so cringe. You can't even get the lesson from it because you literally can't even think about it or face what actually happened. This is a time to allow yourself to face those things so you can get what you need to from them and move forward. But let's go ahead and get into the reading, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the last pick a card. I had 4 groups and we have 4 groups again today. So let's get right into it. So we are going to begin with some 4, 7, 8 breaths to get into it and clear our energy. I'm going to show you guys the card selection after we do our breath work, and then you'll pick whichever pile calls to you. Remember to not second guess yourself, to just trust your instinct and get right into it. Then check the top of the description box to see how you can check into your reading. And of course, guys, I'm going to be doing private new moon in Virgo readings for $30. These are going to be available for the rest of the week. You guys can send payment through Cash App, Zelle, or PayPal. And I have my computer right here. I literally just made the flyer. So the reading is going to be about what lessons you can learn from your past and your current challenges. Also, how can you move forward in spite of your obstacles? And how can you better align with your next chapter? So if you guys are interested in the private new moon readings, you can see the top of the description box to see where you can send in and get them. So how we're doing our 4, 7, 8 breaths, we're going to inhale for 4 counts, hold the breath for 7 counts, and then release for 8 counts. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're going to go ahead and do that. It's a great way to take some controlling breaths. It clears your mind, clears your energy, resets your body as well. If you have some tension or pain in your body, you'll probably be able to notice exactly where it's coming from after this. It's a great way to just slow down, be present. I love a good 4, 7, 8 breaths. So I literally had to get comfortable. So y'all get comfortable too. Again, we're going to inhale for 4 counts, hold it for 7, and exhale for 8. Let's begin. All right, everyone, here is our card selection. Remember to pause here if you need to and to not second guess yourself. Choose whichever pile is calling to you, pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, or pile 4. Whenever you have that, go ahead and check the top of the description box for the timestamp, and I'll see you at your reading. All right, group 1, let's see what we have for you for this new moon in Virgo. So, let's start with the affirmation card. So this affirmation card says, I am open and receptive to new avenues of income. I am open and receptive to new avenues of income. The back of this card says, I now receive my good from expected and unexpected sources. I am an unlimited being, accepting from an unlimited source in an unlimited way. I am blessed beyond my fondest dreams. I now receive my good from expected and unexpected sources. I am an unlimited being, accepting from an unlimited source in an unlimited way. Yes, I am blessed beyond my fondest dreams. I'm gonna say hallelujah to that. That's beautiful. So great. Group 1, that's what we have for you. I am open and receptive to new streams and avenues of income. So I feel like this is definitely gonna be a money moment for y'all, an abundance moment. And also accepting that the unknown is okay. You know, sometimes it can be really difficult to not know where the money coming from, where the blessing coming from, where the love coming from. But I read, okay, in the 7 spiritual laws of success, that, you know, trusting the unknown is really, really critical in allowing God to do what God needs to do. Because if you're looking for a certain thing, you are cutting out all other possibilities. And yes, there are things that we want in this life. Of course, it's great to have standards. But sometimes you have to just allow God to do what God needs to do. You don't even know what you really need or want. We really don't know. God really knows. You get into so much stuff all the time. You feel you need it. You feel you want it. And then you realize later down the line, I did not need to be there. Now, maybe you needed to learn something, but you thought that was what you wanted. You thought that was your end goal. And God let you think that so you could give it your all, learn what you need to, and move on to what He really has for you. So that's the space that you guys are in right now. That's what you're understanding. So let's get into these cards. We have the Knight of Swords in reverse. We have the 2 of Swords. And we also have the 7 of Wands in reverse. The Knight of Swords in reverse, the 2 of Swords, and then the 7 of Wands in reverse. Alrighty, so let's get into this. With this Knight of Swords, of course, y'all scared. Y'all scared to take a risk. Y'all don't want to jump. Y'all don't want to do nothing. Y'all are afraid. We also have Rainbow. The most difficult part of the situation is over. And Cup. You should accept valid criticism. So if that made you feel some type of way, accept valid criticism, Group 1, because I need to hear this too. You know, sometimes we are scared. Sometimes we look at the big mountain that we have to climb to get to that little gem on the top, and it's like, I know the gym is worth it, but look at the fucking mountain. Like, I have stuff that I want to achieve and accomplish, and I literally think about it and get exhausted thinking about all the steps that I have to do before I even get into it. And that's still about stuff that I want to do right now. Like, we have a lot of tabs open, you know, so I know that that's something that you guys can resonate with. And I feel the last thing you want is criticism, because you already know what you need to do. You know what you need to do. You don't need nobody to tell you to save and make a business plan to do this. You know every step you have to take. It's because you know that in full, you don't want to get started, because all you can think about is how much it's going to take, what it's going to be, you know, how much extra work it's going to be. And also, if it doesn't work out, you might be thinking like, dang, will this all be for nothing? We also, again, have Rainbow. The most difficult part of a situation is over. The most difficult part of a situation is over. So I feel like, of course, this is y'all's Rainbow period. You know, this is your moment to look back and reflect on what just happened. Like I talked about, that retrograde energy. This is definitely that moment for you guys. With the 2 of Swords, this is saying that you need to deal with the avoidance of the things that happened in the past. You know, whatever uncomfortable decision, whatever uncomfortable situation, whatever bad decision, whatever you're still holding on to, you need to accept that. You need to deal with that. You need to see that. And not run away from it. You know, this 7 of Wands in reverse is just a reminder to not give up. You know, you don't ever want to be in a space where you are feeling like, you know, I'm tired of fighting. I'm tired of trying. I'm tired of, you know, moving forward over and over again and investing over and over again and starting over. You don't ever want to feel like that, because that literally is what life is. That is what life is. And if you ever get to a point where you are tired of that, then you are going to be not even living. You know, you'll just be existing, which a lot of people do. How do you end up just existing? Not doing what you want to do, not doing what makes you happy, not setting boundaries, not speaking up for yourself. You might think that stuff isn't a big deal. Wait until you get to be 50 years old and you still acting like that. You still saying that. And if you're 50 and you're watching this and you've dealt with this for 50 years, then you know how it feels. You know it's not comfortable. You know it's frustrating. You know it's aggravating, because you know you should have better. And you have 50 years of evidence of why you should have better. Right now, you might only have 16, 18, 25 years of evidence. I don't know how old y'all is, you know. You might have less than 3 decades of evidence, and that might be too much for you to look back on. But think about how it'll be if you don't do anything about it. Think about how it'll be if you don't address it. So again, with the most difficult part of a situation being over, you know, this is telling you it's okay to exhale, it's okay to breathe out, find a new solution, find a new plan altogether. We also have be assertive, and you're ready. You are ready, Group 1. You're ready and be assertive. So I love this. Your energies are saying you're ready. If you are wondering, are you ready? Yes, you are. And be assertive. Get what you want. Get what you want. Stop sitting there. Get what you want. If you need to release in the days leading up to the 14th, then literally right at the top of the page, I'm releasing everything that is hindering my voice. I'm releasing everything that is hindering my expression. And write about what you're releasing. What's stopping you from being assertive? What's stopping you from saying, this is what I want and I'm about to get it? What's stopping you from saying that? Is it the fear of failure? Is it the fear of the unknown? Is it the fear of being alone while you're on the journey? Is it the fear of, having to start all over again? What is the fear? Where is it coming from? Take this time to deal with it. And y'all might be getting very, very triggered by stuff that's coming up, but it's coming up for your benefit. This is your time to learn these things. So again, be assertive, and you are ready. And we also have a woman holding a heart for you guys and blossoming abundance. Woman holding a heart and blossoming abundance. So allow your girls to pour into you. Allow your love to pour into you, your wife, your partner, whoever this is. Allow this feminine energy in. And I feel if you are representing some feminine energy today, then this could be about you just kind of stepping back into that affection, stepping back into that love and that acceptance of yourself. Offering yourself a heart. Woman holding a heart is saying that there's someone in your life that wants to love you. There's someone in your life that wants to pour into you, that wants to let you know, like, hey, I still believe in you. I still have faith in you. You might not believe in yourself no more, but I still believe in you. And sometimes we need that. And if you need that, I'll let you know I believe in you. I believe in all of y'all. I believe if you like me and you support me, you can have whatever you want in this life, quite literally. And that might sound a little crazy, but I feel like, that's just the energy that I give off. I like to make content for people that want a reason to believe, that want a reason to push forward. You're not going to be watching my stuff if you want to be down and stay down. You're going to watch it if you're on your way up, period. That's what I make it for. When I watch it back, I'm like, dang, this made me want to get up and do more stuff, so that's the energy that we're giving here. And that's who you guys are. That's why you've been attracted to this spiritual family here. I would definitely recommend you guys, if you need community, accountability partners, people to connect with you, check out the Instagram Sacred Solidarity for my online community. And there is a group me there that you guys can join. And we always have discussions and chats and stuff like that. So make sure y'all join the group me. But yeah, if you guys are interested in, having online community or just having people that you can talk to about stuff. And again, blossoming abundance. Your abundance is blossoming, group one. This, of course, is about your abundance being in full bloom, stepping into a space where things are aligning and looking up and you're feeling better about it and stuff is finally starting to make sense. So hang in there, do not give up, and, know that you can face it. Know that you can deal with it. It's your life. You faced it once already, and it didn't kill you then. Even if it almost did, even if it almost took you out, it did not. And you are here, and that is reason enough to face it and get what you need to from it, because it happened to show you something. So really be able to see that, so it's not just a space of trauma forever. It becomes a space of wisdom, and that's something that can't affect you negatively. That's something that can only help you learn, grow, and maybe relate and empathize with others. So yeah, group one, that is what I have for you guys. I hope you resonated with this reading. If you picked group one and it resonated with you, please let me know down below in the comment section. Also, guys, if you're interested in getting a new moon in Virgo reading, a private reading from me, the reading is going to be focused on what you can learn from past and current challenges that you're dealing with, how you can move forward through obstacles, and what you need to do to further align with what is next for you. So if you guys are interested in a private reading, you can send $30 to the Zelle, Cash App, or PayPal that's in the top of the description box. You can look down there for that info. And yeah, I appreciate you guys. I thank you guys for being here, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys. Bless. Alrighty, group two, my very special group. As always, let's get into this reading. So for your affirmation card, I know I had this last time. I can't remember if it was y'all or not. But we have, as I say yes to life, life says yes to me. As I say yes to life, life says yes to me. Life mirrors my every thought. As I keep my thoughts positive, life brings to me only good experiences. Life mirrors my every thought. As I keep my thoughts positive, life brings to me only good experiences. So love, love, love this. Let's go ahead and get into it. So we have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Four of Pentacles. And we have the Queen of Swords. Six of Pentacles in reverse, the Four of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. So I love, love, love this for y'all. I love this for y'all. So with the Six of Pentacles, this is basically saying that this is an energy that you need to focus on, this balance. As I say yes to life, life says yes to me. This is true in so many spaces in your life outside of just between you and life. As in your friendships, if you are showing others gratitude, they'll show it back to you. As in, romance, if you're showing someone affection and transparency, they're going to show it to you. As in career, if you're going to approach your career ready to give your all, it's going to give its all back to you. But this Six of Pentacles is saying that there is an imbalance in the giving and take in your life. So for this new moon in Virgo, I feel like your energies really want you to ask yourself, what's not pouring into me on that even basis? And we have all this stuff in retrograde. So you're already reflecting on places where you've been done wrong, places where you haven't gotten what you needed, places where you might need to speak up or say something or do something differently to be able to move forward and get what you need and handle things as you need to handle them, you know? So I feel like, you know, your energies are just letting you know that you don't want to be lax when it comes to you getting the things that you deserve. You don't want to be lax in that space. You want to make sure you're getting those things and be really, really secure in what you're asking for. Also with the Four of Pentacles, you know, this is saying that you're going to be kind of gaining that confidence back. Also, this Four of Pentacles is saying that you are safe, that your abundance is safe, and that, you know, you'll be able to make an investment how you need to make it. We also have Lobster, financial pinch. So we have this financial pinch energy and this energy about, you know, you being able to make investments because you've done so well, you know, protecting your finances. So let's get into how we have this financial pinch in this energy. Also, we have Elephant. A long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser in the end, of course. A long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser in the end, and then financial pinch. So I feel like your energies are saying that, you know, with the Six of Pentacles, I feel that's why we have this lobster energy, because we have a lot of stuff here about you getting better, your mind getting better, your health getting better, you know, a lot of things changing. You know, we have there's something better. Literally, we have there's something better. So I feel like, you know, this financial pinch is saying that, you know, if you have been worried about money, it's definitely because people have been draining the fuck out of you. And we might not think about that, but think about the moms that work 3 and 4 jobs to take care of their kids. You could work 12 jobs. Them kids ain't never gonna have what they need, and it's always gonna be lack, because you should not be working yourself that hard. You just should not, you know, and it sucks because that's what we have to do. But that's why a lot of us don't ever see abundance, and it's going to be hard for us to see abundance. A lot of single moms that are working like that to take care of their families, it takes them years to be able to buy their family that mansion, you know, and those older kids might remember what this was like when they was in the hood and mama was working like crazy, and now mama on vacation with us and she making more money than ever. She's 6 figures. She a millionaire now, and she's hanging out with us more. We see her more. We have more freedom than ever, and we also have more money than ever. Working like a slave, being drained from everybody, everything in your life, whether it's financial based or not, you know, even if you're in a career, even if you're training for a career that's too draining and it's causing you to have issues in your creativity in other spaces, you know, and that's not to say that we shouldn't do hard things. We definitely should, but you should always give what feels good, because when you're making that 6 and 7 figures, you are going to have to work your ass off to make it. It's not going to be easy. Like when you sitting back and you just making money from your phone all day because you just have sales out the wazoo, it's not easy to do that. You have a production team, a management team, a marketing team. You have people promoting your stuff, selling your stuff all the time. So it's a lot that goes into that. I don't know what y'all are trying to go into, but it's a lot that goes into that. So you're putting in that extra effort, but it's effort that you like. It's effort that you love. When you are working a bunch of dead-end jobs or spreading yourself very thin amongst a bunch of very, you know, dead-end friends and relationships, you will never get what you need, even if you have 50 of them. It's always going to feel like lack. So when life is pushing against you, when friends are pushing against you, when people are situations, when things are not flowing, that's a time to pause and say, what's going on here? It's not a time to work harder and try to force it. It's a time to pause. So yeah, pause, get into it. Again, financial pinch. I feel like you guys are being delivered from this, which is beautiful. Again, we have the Queen of Swords here, which talks about becoming wise because of your experience. So your experience has taught you a lot. It's shown you a lot. There are things that you will not have to learn twice, you know, so be very grateful for that. But yeah, we have there's something better. So I feel like you've gained so much already, and you're even moving forward into, you know, bigger and better spaces. We also have improving health. So if things have been affecting you, you know, physically, if your anxiety has been bad, if you haven't been able to sleep, if you've been working out in the gym and not seeing any results, if you haven't been able to stick to a new lifestyle plan, this is going to give you the energy that you need to stick to whatever you want to stick to and really dedicate your time to what you want, you know, in life. So this is going to be great for you guys. We also have the 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel, and we have the 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron. So let's get into the 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel, and also the 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron. So with this 5th chakra energy, you know, this is your throat chakra and your third eye chakra. So your throat chakra is your expression, your ability to communicate, your ability to speak up for yourself, say what you need, whatever the case may be. So this could be a great way for you guys to maintain that balance in your life. Make sure you're not ever giving too much. Speak up. if you see something, say something. If something's on your mind, say it. If you have something that you've been wanting to say to a friend, even if it's not about you, if it's just about something and you've been feeling like an iffy feeling about it, do it and see what happens. Because you'll either see, okay, I can't trust this person, I shouldn't have told them this. You'll see their true colors, which is what you need to see. Or you'll see like, oh, I can, trust and tell this person anything because I thought this was going to be a big deal, but it clearly isn't. This person maybe, is more open or more willing to accept me than I thought. So you always want to just speak because it's either going to go bad, which is going to tell you what you need, or it's going to go good and you'll see what you need then. The Queen of Swords, I feel the things that you guys have gone through have given you a lot of wisdom. So don't be afraid to go through difficult things because you're going to get wisdom in the end, period. Don't be afraid to have a rough conversation. Don't be afraid to be blocked. Don't be afraid to text somebody after they blocked you on another number and be like, hey girl, I'm trying to have a conversation with you. What's going on? Like, can we talk? Is there any room? Don't let anybody make you feel like you doing too much because you're not. Even in spaces, like I said, where maybe you did something wrong and you're trying to reach out from somebody and they don't want to speak to you, or you guys have a disagreement and they totally block you out. Don't feel bad for being like, you know what, let me see if there's a miscommunication, if there's something somebody wants to say, because you don't know. You could have offended somebody, you could have hurt somebody. Everybody's their own main character. So you don't know what somebody has going on. So there's definitely, some of us that maybe we enabled somebody to take from us. And then, whenever we pull back, they had a very violent reaction to it and we are harboring a lot of ill feeling towards that person. Maybe you need to be like, you know what, I recognize that I let you play with me for too long and I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry that I did not show myself to be who I really was. I'm sorry that I, just wasn't my honest and true self. That's really why the friendship isn't working out, because if I would have said from day one, girl, I'm not with all that. I don't like that. That's not how I get down. Maybe you would have been like, okay, cool. And we would have never had that. But I held that in and I did this to our relationship and I'm sorry about that. Like, that's a real thing to admit versus holding it in your heart forever, because you wrong. We know we wrong when we let people play with us and, it goes bad or we don't say something. Like, we know when we're wrong for that. And you don't want to hold that in. And that could also be why your health is, needing to improve, why your health is about to be on the up and up. Because when you hold things in emotionally, they affect you physically. We all know that. So, just being mindful of that is going to be good. And again, 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron. I definitely feel like, God wants to reveal certain things to you guys in this season. So be open to what God has to show you. And the worst thing that you can do is let God reveal something to you. And you're like, that's the worst thing, because God is going to have his way like he always does. This is his and we are his. So God is always going to have his way and he will show you until you figure it out, period. And a lot of us have been shown stuff a couple times, or I feel some of us is the first time we've shown this and we still thinking about going back. But, that's why we have this new moon. It's an opportunity to see things from a different perspective. And I feel like everything I just said is definitely going to help you guys do that. But remember, as I say yes to life, life says yes to me. So that's what we have for you guys, group 2, for this new moon in Virgo. If you guys enjoyed and this resonated with you, then let me know down below in the comment section. Also, if you guys want to get a private reading, check the top of the description box to see how you can get a private reading for the new moon in Virgo, where I'm going to be sending you a reading, getting into how you can better align with what is next for you, how you can better work past obstacles, and what the past and current challenges have been trying to show you. So yes, I hope you guys have a good one. Again, if you guys want a private reading, check the top of the description box. And I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time, group 2. I appreciate y'all. Bye guys. Bless. Alrighty, group 3, let's get into it. I hope you guys are doing great. So we have, I see my parents as tiny children who need love. For your affirmation, I see my parents as tiny children who need love. I have compassion for my parents' childhoods. I now know that I chose them because they were perfect for what I had to learn. I forgive them and set them free, and I set myself free. Very, very powerful affirmation. I have compassion for my parents' childhood. I now know that I chose them because they were perfect for what I had to learn. I forgive them and set them free, and I set myself free. Yes. Love, love, love this affirmation card, group 3. I feel like this is about y'all possibly healing and working on some inner child stuff. And I feel like the inner child stuff that you guys are working on is just you understanding, how your parents are still kids. Like this says, I see my parents as tiny children who need love. We are always children for forever. Your inner child is always going to act up, and show up. That's never going to be a part of you that is gone forever. So I feel like your energies really want you to accept that in all of the people around you, especially your parents. I also feel group 3, maybe you guys are really good at forgiving people outside of your parents or outside of people that you feel like, nah, y'all should know better, or nah, y'all this age or whatever. If y'all the type of people to say that, I feel like God is like, nah, because when you 80 years old and you still doing the same stuff and still having the same thoughts of doubt and not being fulfilled and whatever the case may be, you're going to realize like, oh, dang, people really feel like this for the rest of their life. Whatever age you are at, you are not going to get to be 40 or 30 or whatever and feel different. That's just not going to happen. You're going to always feel the same. You will always feel the same. You're always going to be the same person. The way that we grow and age in life is not what we think it is. You never have a big aha moment at a certain age and it changes you completely. Like, you might change because society tells you to change and you might be ready for something different, but everybody does not experience that, and you are at your core the same person. The same issues are still there. The same triggers are still there. Everything is still there, and it's going to be there forever. So you are never going to be a completely different person than who you are, with your issues, with your drama. We always have the same shadow. We have the same ego as we go throughout this life, So your parents didn't become different people when they had you, and you're not going to become a different person when you have kids or when you turn 50 or whatever. None of that means nothing. Age means nothing. That means nothing. We are measured by the work that we have done spiritually, and even then, we are not going to be perfect ever. And also, your parents are somebody else's child, Your parents are somebody else's child. Your parents are somebody else's ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend, first love, first heartbreak. So I think it really, really, really is healing to see your parents as people and take away that expectation for them to be perfect and to always know what they need to do. Let's get into it. So we have the King of Wands in reverse. We have the Four of Swords in reverse. And we have the Queen of Wands. So we have the King and Queen of Wands. I feel like this might be some daddy issues too, since the king is in reverse for this. So for some of y'all, this could be some dad issues. So we have the King of Wands, we have the Four of Swords in reverse, and the Queen of Wands. Not for all of y'all, but for some of y'all, yes. For some of y'all, yeah. So with this King of Wands energy, this is basically saying that we need to accept our journey. We also have Pig, which says beware of greed. Beware of greed. So I feel like you guys are definitely destined for greatness, of course. But I feel that you don't want to get too caught up on the end result of that greatness. Yes, it's going to be producing financial gain and all of these things for you. But there's so much more that comes with that, like you guys are on a journey to inspire a lot of people, motivate a lot of people. You might watch a lot of people elevate off of stuff that you've told them. You might give somebody relationship advice and they might get married and have a family before you do. It's going to be a lot that you guys are going to be pouring into the people around you. And it's a big, big lesson to learn to not become resentful and like impatient and nasty and decide to kind of hoard your magic for yourself. Because whatever you give to others is going to be, returned to you tenfold. But it's all about the energy that which you give it. The Lord loves a cheerful giver, so you need to pour into others happily. Nobody wants nothing from you given with a tight fist, so tight can't nothing else come into it. You have to allow people to pour into you across the board. If you guys feel like, oh, I'm not trusting nobody until they prove themselves to me, if people got to prove themselves to me, I'm not doing this. You real quick to cut people off. You just want to be so distant with everybody until they do this and do this. How do you prove yourself to people? We always deal with hurt and pain in this life. That's never going to change, but you have to be mindful of how you allow the hurt and pain to change you, because it has definitely changed some of y'all. The Four of Swords also talks about being overwhelmed, being burnt out, being in a space where you kind of feel like you're running on a hamster wheel of stress. I just used that analogy in a reading earlier. But yeah, I feel like that's what you guys are feeling, and you're feeling that because you're denying your true self. You can't get away from your journey. You can't. You cannot. You just cannot do that. Like, The Queen of Wands talks about, of course, accepting that energy, accepting that, hey, I am a person who is going to inspire people, show people, and they're never going to know what I go through behind the scenes. They're just going to get the fruits of my labor. And that's okay. There's going to be some people very close to me who understand that, but everybody won't. And that's fine. I'm not owed anything from anybody. I'm here, I'm living, I'm breathing. I get to be here. Everybody doesn't. That is all I'm owed. And I'm not even owed that. We don't even have to get woke up every morning. We don't even have to be here. So every moment is a gift, and that is an opportunity enough. Just a moment is all you need to grant yourself the success and the abundance that you want in the future by making the right choice in that moment, by choosing to, share your light with others versus keeping it hoarded to yourself. By making that decision to choose to share your light, you can totally change how everything around you looks, how everything around you feels, how you look and feel as well. So yeah, I feel like this is really an opportunity for you guys to give differently. We also have the fourth chakra, which is Archangel Raphael. The fourth chakra, so we have your heart chakra and door to romance. So I feel like you guys definitely need to work on releasing some stuff and allowing yourself to shine. If you're not shining, how do you expect anybody to find you? The people that are looking for you are looking for you. I've said that, and I'm sure I've heard that somewhere too. They're not looking for a dimmed down version of you. They're going to miss right over that shit. They're looking for you. And your light is beaming and just so powerful. Like, they are looking for that. And shame on you for not wanting to showcase that. And I feel like the issues that you might have with your dad, if you guys do have dad issues or parent issues, you might have a parent that has your same gifts or your same, path to lead people, help people, heal people, inspire people, motivate people. And maybe they never figured it out. And maybe they have to watch everybody else around them grow and expand. They have to watch you allow them to be an example for what you should not do. And they were supposed to be, excelling and growing how you are. And they have to know that and be aware of that. So I feel like you guys, that's just a little insight about something where this, parent energy could possibly be coming from. But we have daughter romance and fourth chakra. So getting back to trusting people, getting back to releasing grudges, letting go of grudges. If there are certain things that you're thinking about that have hurt you deep to your core and have changed how you love and feel about people, I will definitely say, definitely pay attention to that in this new moon. Some stuff could definitely be popping up. We also have bell announcement. And we have no, and meditation brings answers. So I feel like you're about to do something. You're wondering if you should do something. And God is like, no, you should meditate first. You should pray first. You are very overwhelmed. So the Four of Swords upright talks about meditation, grounding, being at peace mentally. So you need to get at peace before you make this decision. Because if you don't, you could possibly regret it. And again, we have beware of greed. So don't just make a choice because you've been waiting for something to come. And the first thing that comes, you're like, yes, don't do that. Meditation brings answers. Meditation brings answers, group 3. So yes, guys, that's what we have for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I feel like you guys are really going to be accepting who you are and just shining in a way that you thought you only could if you changed who you were. And this is going to be God showing you, I made you exactly how you're supposed to be. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. I made you exactly how you want it to be. You need to shine exactly like that. Don't do nothing else different. Keep it just like that. Keep it just like that. That's what you need to do. So yes, group 3, that's what I have for you guys. Also remember, I see my parents as tiny children. I'm possibly stepping into some inner child healing as well for this new moon in Virgo. But yes, I appreciate y'all. If you pick group 3 and this resonated with you, please let me know down below in the comments. Also, if you guys want to get a private reading for this new moon to figure out what are some things you can be doing to further align with your next steps. Also, how you can grow past obstacles, how you can work past some obstacles, and what the past and present challenges in your life are trying to teach you or show you. If you guys are interested in getting a private reading about those things, check the top of the description box. I'm going to be sending readings all week. So yeah, I appreciate y'all, group 3. I love you guys, and I thank you guys for being here, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys. Bless. Alrighty, group 4. Let's get into the tea. Last but certainly not least, you guys are officially the last but certainly not least group. So let's get into it. And hello, everybody that has been here since group 1. I have so many of y'all that say, girl, I watched all the groups and they all gave me a read. So if you've been here since group 1, then let me know. I love y'all. But let's get into it. So this says, I am flexible and flowing. I am flexible and flowing. The back of your affirmation says, I am open to the new and changing. Every moment presents a wonderful new opportunity to become more of who I am. I flow with life easily and effortlessly. I am open to the new and changing. Every moment presents a wonderful new opportunity to become more of who I am. I flow with life easily and effortlessly. So beautiful for this affirmation card. Let's go ahead and get into this reading, guys. Let's see what we have for this new moon in Virgo for you. So we have the moon in reverse, we have the Hangman, and we have the Knight of Pentacles. The moon in reverse, the Hangman, and the Knight of Pentacles. So fabulous. I feel like you guys are, getting back into the swing of things. And I feel you're definitely about to be moving forward, stepping into some very, hot spaces. And I only say hot because we have a man holding a coin. So for some of y'all, there is a rich man on the way. And some of y'all are going to have to wait a year for your rich man. We have a year from now. I'm sorry to everybody that got to wait 12 months to meet their rich man. But let's go ahead and get into this. So with this moon in reverse, let's just start here. So you guys are in a space where you already know what you need to do. Group 4, I'm not really sure what your message was last time, but I feel like these two messages could be tied together. So if it's your first time getting group 4, I would tell you to go back and look at my hard truths, pick a card that I just did. But I feel like you guys really need to trust your intuition and trust your gut. Your gut has already given you the full breakdown of everything you need to do. And I feel like you're still second guessing it because you want that control. We also have let go. Of course, you cannot have the fucking control, group 4. Who do y'all think y'all are? You can't have control. You know who has control? The Lord, God, Spirit, the divine. That's the only thing that has control. We do not have control. We have to let go and let God. The Hangman talks about new perspectives. So how can you see your current situation from a different view that allows you to trust your intuition? Maybe if you look at it as God is setting this up as a lesson for me. God is setting this up as something that will elevate me and help me grow and help me expand. How can you allow this to be something that sets you up for success, that sets you up for greatness? It does not have to be something that holds you back. It does not have to be something that holds you down. Your fear can definitely be something that you work through. And I feel like this is your time to work through it. Also with the Knight of Pentacles, this talks about dedication, being focused, and having your eyes on the prize. The Knight is the energy of moving with action. So you guys, it's time for you to do something in career and move in career. And you've had trouble doing it. You've had a lot of doubt about it. But I feel like your energies are saying, now is the time to get into it. But how can you do it if you can't let go? How can you do it if you can't let go? If you're so worried about what's next and what's in the past and what's in the future, you can't focus on what's happening right now and put your dedication. The Knight of Pentacles talks about no distraction. My eyes are on the prize. Nothing will distract me. I don't care. My eyes are on the prize. I'm going to show up every single day and make it happen. Discipline. Being disciplined, knowing that discipline is your key to abundance. So I feel like you guys are definitely realizing that. And you cannot be disciplined and fearful. That does not go hand in hand. If you're having an issue with discipline, you might want to look into what you're scared of. If you're scared of a lot of stuff, if you're scared of success, if you're afraid of the unknown, if you're afraid of failure, if you're afraid of embarrassment, if you're afraid of letting yourself down, all of those things will stop you from getting started. So really ask yourself that. And like I said, I feel like y'all know this already. We have the moon in reverse. So these things have been being revealed to you. You might feel confused, but the things have been coming to you. And that's why we have I am flexible and flowing. I am open to the new and changing. You have to be open to that. You have to be open to that. We have chain of events that will affect your life. And we have barrel. You feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. So you guys feel like something is lacking already. And we have a chain of events. So I feel like things are going to be coming together and unfolding so you guys can understand exactly what's affecting your problems, where it's coming from, how it's piggybacking off of whatever you need. I feel like it's really, really making a lot of sense to you guys. And if it isn't, it will once you start to trust your intuition. And again, if you feel something is lacking, ask yourself what's lacking. Is love lacking in your life? We have community. So it might be. And we have man holding a coin. So it might be. So community is basically saying that you need to reach out, of course, to people around you. I recommended joining the group chat to another group. So I'm going to tell you guys as well. Sacred Solidarity on Instagram. If you go to the link in the bio, you will see the group chat link and you can join the group chat. It's my online community. And what else? If you look in the link in the description box, my Instagram links, I believe I have the link right there to Sacred Solidarity. So I would definitely say look it up. You guys need community. You need people to say, it's okay, we scared too, but you still need to trust yourself. You still need to believe in yourself. Everybody can encourage somebody. Everybody has a problem with encouraging themselves. So don't ever have Don't ever have a second guess or a second thought about asking your homegirl to lift you up, about asking your brother to lift you up. You can always ask somebody, I need a word of encouragement. I guarantee you they will have a word for you. Even if they feel shitty themselves, if they're a good person, they don't have a word for you. Because a good person that knows that their current season is not going to be forever has a word for you no matter what. Because they know I'm not going to be in this forever. So I can tell you about how God moved. I can tell you about what's next for me because it's happening right now, even though I'm in this current space. You don't ever want to get to a space where you can't even motivate the people around you, even if you're not doing good, because it's hard to motivate yourself because I don't know why. It's just hard for us to motivate ourselves. It's hard for us to see what we see for others in ourselves. But we should always have a word for somebody. So don't think that people don't have a word for you because they definitely do. And we also have a year from now again. So I feel you guys will be getting dedicated now to set yourself up for something great. I also feel some of y'all say by the end of the year, I'm going to have this done, and you haven't had it done. And it's the end of the year and you're getting very anxious like, dang, I was supposed to have this done. So get started. So next year can be your end of the year. Maybe the end of the year energy you were thinking about was getting started now. Maybe you needed to get started in a year. So get started right now. Take advantage of this message and this energy. Get started. And we have man holding a coin. So there's definitely going to be some masculine energy approaching you guys with a coin. This could be someone offering you a job. This could be someone wanting to invest in you. This could just be someone you're going to be getting involved with that's going to have a lot of money. And if you are representing some masculine energy here today, then this could be you stepping into a bag. Also, this card gives me like King of Pentacles energy. So, a lot of wealth and being able to take very good care of your wealth, being very responsible with your wealth as well. So yes, guys, that's what we have for you guys, group 4. Again, I feel like you guys are in a great space. I feel like you guys are going to be doing a lot of elevating. And like I said, we have chain of events that will affect your life. So, everything is happening as it needs to. And I guarantee y'all, when this rough patch is over, and if y'all are already on the way out of the rough patch, let somebody know down below in the comments that you had group 4 and it really gets better, because it does. But this is going to make so much sense to you later down the line. It's normal that it doesn't make sense now, but that's the point of your intuition. Your intuition is not going to make sense right now. Your intuition has come to give you foresight so you can understand what God has for you in the future. That's where your intuition comes from. Your intuition is coming from God. When you're denying your intuition, you basically saying, God, you don't know what you talk about. Where do you think your intuition come from? You think you just psychic because you just was born like that? No. Anytime we have gifts, whatever, it's because God has given us those gifts on purpose. Everybody doesn't have gifts. Everybody doesn't know what's next for them. Everybody doesn't have an intuition telling them stuff every day. Some people have shut their intuition out so much, they don't even have that connection anymore. They can't even hear it anymore. It will take them work to build it back up. So it's a whisper before it's yelling at them like yours is yelling at you every day. Everybody doesn't have that gift. So when you are shutting your intuition down, you're literally shutting down your gift. You're shutting down God's wisdom that is telling you it's okay. Do it anyway. Do it afraid. It doesn't matter. Do it. It's never going to change. God is never going to say, okay, fine. It's too hard. You're right. Who's supposed to say that? I know the God I serve, baby. The God I serve ain't never going to tell me that. Because what's for you is for you. It don't matter if you think it's hard. You might think it's hard. It's not going to seem hard to you though when you get in it. It might be hard right now. It might be taunting. It might be you might be scared right now. It's not going to be scary when you in it though. It never is. Anything you're afraid of on the outside is always way scarier on the outside. When you get in it and through it, you will not be scared no more. Just stick with it a little bit, y'all, and it's going to get better. It's going to get better. Let go. Let go, guys. So group 4, that's what I have for you guys. If you pick group 4 and it resonated with you, please let me know down below in the comment section. I love you guys and thank y'all. If you want to get a private reading about what your past and current challenges are teaching you, how you can learn to grow through obstacles and grow around obstacles, move past obstacles with this new moon energy. And also, what are some things you can do to better align with the new beginning that you're stepping into? Check the top of the description box for that info to send in and get a private reading about this new moon in Virgo. But yes, I thank you guys for being here. I appreciate y'all and love y'all as always. And I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys. Bless.